How you doing? Scotty here. Today I want to talk about how to kickstart your habits and keep them. I get so many people inside my coaching programs and just hitting me up on DM that they get so frustrated with themselves that they lack motivation, or they start something, start to take action, and they can't keep at it. And with that, that leads to lack of confidence in their ability to achieve their goals, lack of self-worth, and a lack of self-esteem. Particularly if it's around health and fitness and wanting to improve the way you look and the way you feel, but also any area in your career, in your relationships, not being able to take that action forward and stick with the plan, stick with the actions that are going to lead to the ideal version or the ideal life or the goal or the result or the outcome that you want to achieve. Now, if you can obviously get these things in place, then you can get action. And guess what? Action leads to confidence. Confidence leads to getting results, taking actions, and improving your life. So what I want to do is go through 3 steps or 3 things that you need to consider, the 3 stages of being able to kickstart habits and maintain those habits. So let's move down to over to the drawing board and we'll take a look. So firstly, we'll draw this little triangle here and you've got the 3 stages. So your first stage is your prep. Okay, this is the stuff that happens before you're starting the habits. The first thing you want to look at doing is you want to do a wiring list. So what do I mean by wiring list? Well, we want to make it front of mind for the brain. We want to also prove to the brain why this is important and what we're going to get out of it. So you want to ask yourself some simple questions that you can write the answers down. So if you're trying to wake up in the morning and go to the gym, you could ask a question like, how is going to the gym going to help me improve my life? And you would answer all those questions. You could have a question is, why is going to the gym so important for me? And you want to actually write down at least 300 answers to this, and you do this the night before. And this will help you build neural pathways in your mind and help it convince your mind that this is something that you want to do. And you do this before you go to bed, so it's fresh in your mind, and when you wake up, you're able to take those actions. So you want to do a wiring list, and you really want to try and do this daily, and I'll do it for, say, the first week or until it's you're comfortable that you're taking the action every day. So second thing to prep is organize. So what can you organize the night before? So if you're getting up for the gym again, well, put your clothes out. Put your phone alarm on, right? Set an alarm for the time that you want to wake up. Don't leave it to chance. So you want to ensure that you've got things laid out, your clothes laid out, whatever it is that you need to do. So you don't want to have to get up in the morning and have to do the things before you do the thing. So just make sure you've got everything in place, organized, so it's just simple for you to get up and do things. Or if it's something that's later in the afternoon, just make sure you're making it as easy as possible for you to take the action. And the third part is removing obstacles. Okay, so let's make it, as I said, as easy as it can be for you to do. For example, a prime one is to ensure that your phone is far away from you in the bed. So if you're setting an alarm, don't put it next to your bed. Don't leave chance for the sleep version of you to roll over and turn that off. Put it on the other side of the room. And that is removing any obstacles, anything that's going to be in the way from you to get up and taking the action. So removing obstacles. Your second piece to this, so number 2, is things that you can do in the moment. So what do I mean by that? So when you're about to take the action, what are things you can do to ensure that you're right then there, you're about to take the action before your brain tries to convince you otherwise, tries to say, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll do it later on today. So a couple of things you can do here. Firstly, there's those who've heard of Mel Robbins. She has a book, and her whole idea is the 5-second rule. And for this, your brain has a chance before it starts to, start all that other story that's going to stop you from doing it. And that's counting down from 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So try that. I use that. It's fantastic. So you've got the 5-second rule. It's not mine. It's Mel Robbins. So if you check her stuff out, she's got some amazing content and she's got a book about it as well. So 5-second rule works amazingly. You also have practice being present. So really want to practice engagement, being able to be engaged in the moment. And when you're able to do this, you're able to clear your mind, clear your thoughts, and become aware of the present situation. And it gives you an opportunity to replace those thoughts with things that are more empowering, things that are going to help you take the action. Okay, so you want to practice being present and then back it up with asking questions or empowering thoughts that are going to move you forward. And the third part to this, which kind of similar to being present, is your breathing. So just breathe in, count to 10 as you breathe in and out, and this will help you calm. And then you can hit yourself with the questions and the thoughts that are going to move you forward to take the action. Okay, so that is in the moment. That's ensuring that you're taking action, because at the end of the day, action is what's going to embed these habits. And we want to have the prep, but we want to also have the in the moment stuff to back that up. The last piece is sustained. How do we sustain it? Okay, so we want to ensure that we're making this habit for the course of our goal or for life for a lot of people. So a really good thing to have here is a habit tracker. Now I've got a whole video on how to do a habit tracking journal. Make sure you check that out. I'll link it in the description below and somewhere up here if you're on my YouTube watching this. So habit trackers are amazing, and really it's different theories on how long it takes to embed a habit. But if you're aiming for, say, 70 days onwards is a good goal to do. And you want to make sure you're ticking that off. Okay, ticking it off daily. So have your habit tracker somewhere where you know you're going to be able to do it. So maybe that is if you're working out, you have it next to where you're going to work out. Maybe it's if you're it's maybe food related, you could have it on your fridge or in your kitchen. So you want to make sure you're using a habit tracker. That's going to go through how to set a goal with it, how to have a really good reason and a why, the habit tracking system, and a reward that's in there. So check that video out and that'll go through how to do that. Secondly, you want to have self notes. So you want to have self notes. Have self notes around the house. So you can have this on your mirror in your bathroom, which is a great place to put it. You can have them in your office, at your desk. You can have them anywhere. So you can see the notes to yourself, reminding you the reasons why you're doing this in the first place, why it's important, so you can counteract any thoughts that are going to be moving against what you truly want to do. So you want to have the notes to self. This is also, you can add trackers on the notes to self as well, which is a great place to put them also. And lastly, you want to acknowledge the wins. So you want to acknowledge the wins. Now, the reason why you want to do this, acknowledge the wins, is because you're showing your mind that you're sort of reinforcing the action. Okay, it feels good. It's going to give you a hit of a good feeling. So you want to make sure you acknowledge it. You're stacking those wins. You're having milestones that you're hitting, and you're giving yourself a pat on the back. And you've got that reward system inbuilt within your goals. So you're at least banking those wins. And the more wins you're banking and stacking on top of each other, the better it's going to be, the easier it's going to be for you, and you're going to get more of those results. And you're going to ensure that you're embedding those habits and making them just automatic. So have those three things in place, and you got your prep, you got your in the moment, and you've got your sustained tips. Put those three things in place, and you're going to go a long way in ensuring that you're cementing down and bedding down these habits and getting the results that you want in your life. Thanks for watching. Take care. Catch you next time.